Hello everybody and welcome to the Stevie P channel for a big channel announcement. Something that's going to become the cornerstone of the channel and something that was going to a project that was going to ensure that there's going to be lots and lots of content coming out on a weekly basis, and I can finally announce exactly what it is. I'm starting a football team, which is very, very exciting for a number of reasons. First of all, as some of you may know, as a result of 2 knee surgeries I've had in the last year, to repair a torn meniscus to my left knee, I've been unable to play any sport of any kind besides a couple of rounds of golf since about March 2020. So no sport in the last 18 months. Now, thankfully, after touch wood, after a lot of rehab and stuff like that, I'm pretty much ready to get back into playing a bit of sport. And we're going to be starting with football. And for those of you who know me, you'll know I'm a massive football fan. Now, unfortunately in South Africa, we don't really have a major Sunday league type 11-a-side setup, but much like the rest of the world, 5-a-side indoor football or futsal is very, very big here, and that is where we are going to be at. So welcome to the start of the journey for a new 5-a-side football team that we brought to you on the Stevie P channel. Right now, in terms of starting a team, it all comes down to a couple of things. First of all, we need team members. So we put together a team, and the WhatsApp group is already going, and the bands are already coming through, and people are really stressing a little bit about hamstrings and being able to last a full 45 minutes. But we will be playing in the Fives Premier League, which takes place in Randburg, Johannesburg in South Africa. We are entered into the Wednesday Championship, and our first game is actually on Wednesday the 13th, which is in just a couple of days' time, so not a lot of time to prepare. So now we've got the players, the next thing that we needed was a name. Now, as someone who's pioneering the side, I thought that it probably makes sense that the team is named after a little bit of the team identity in terms of the style of football we're going to play. Now, as someone who's both leading the team as well as the front line, as the most out-and-out centre forward you'll ever see, I've always thought myself in the mould of the type of Wayne Rooney class.
The first half. Now here's Rooney. Oh my goodness me!
Unfortunately, a lot of people have disagreed with that and been called more a Ricky Lambert in my day, which I'll take.
Oh, what a header! What a goal for Ricky Lambert!
But at the moment, resembling more that peak Ronaldo, Brazilian Ronaldo, when played in that Real Madrid friendly game a couple of years ago.
Guardar un minuto de silencio. Está previsto que se guarde un minuto de silencio.
So, the team name is going to be Route 1 United. Pretty self-explanatory anyway. I am the Route 1, and that is going to be the story. Pretty much kick and hope, and we'll see what we can do from there. So now we've got a name, we've got players. The last thing we need is to establish a bit of a team identity, which means establishing a team badge. Right, so in terms of establishing a team badge, one of the easiest ways to get any artwork done is to check out a lot of freelancers, and I've often very used Fiverr. I find it's a fantastic little platform where you can find very, very talented designers for very low prices, and I've had a lot of work done for it for for sports and stuff like that. So as you can see, you can just go to Fiverr, you can search sports team logo, for example, and there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of various designers that anything from starting from your 80 Rand, which is less than $10, to full branding kits and stuff like that. But given the fact that we've got a very short turnaround time and that we've actually played in about 4 days time, I decided that we're going to do something a bit simpler, which means that I'm going to go to a site called Involved Elements, which we have a subscription, and I'm going to download a template. I'm going to edit a template and hopefully try and come up with a logo that we can use for the time being, and then maybe we'll go through a bit of a rebranding process in the future. So when you go to Involved Elements, the best thing you can do is go to Graphic Templates, and you've got a logo and stuff ready for you, and then just type in sports team really, and it'll come up with hundreds and hundreds, in fact probably thousands of sports logos. And the idea is to find a template that we can use as a base, and then create a logo from that and get going. Right, so I found something which I think will work. But now, being Route 1 United, I thought we'd try to do something with a bit of a badge, if you think of Route 66 and that whole look and stuff like that. So I found this, which is, at the moment it says nice sports team. What I quite like, obviously we're going to get rid of the horse and the knight, but I quite like the badge, and I quite like the fonts, and I quite like this little sports team there as well. So I think this is going to be a very nice base template. Now we're going to be editing this in Adobe Illustrator, choosing the colors and stuff like that, and coming together with a badge by the end of it. So without any further ado, let's open up Illustrator and get working. Right, and here we are in Illustrator. Now, first things first, obviously we're just going to get rid of the horse and the knight and stuff like that. And as you can see, we're sort of left with a very nice little badge, a couple of different colors that we can change, and then the wording, and then we're going to try and incorporate the big sort of number 1. Now, in terms of colors, we had a bit of a debate about which colors to go with, because all the teams I support, Manchester United, your Lions Rugby and stuff like that, all wear red. So I want to get a little bit away from red, which means sort of going towards blue, but blue is a very common color when it comes to football sides. So we looked at some of the sort of the team colors that we really liked, and you know, we kind of sort of tossed a coin between the sort of PSG colors of that sort of blue, red and white, and then the Roman colors, which is sort of that almost like a sort of an orangey sort of yellow sort of in the middle, obviously more so on the yellow side, and then sort of that quite a dark red. So we decided to go with the Roman colors, and then we're going to incorporate the blue as a bit of an away color. So without any further ado, we're going to try and take this template and we're going to try and turn it into something which will be representative of Route 1 United. And there we have it. We have a name, we have a team, we have a logo, and we're ready to go. First game in a couple of days. We're going to be doing weekly episodes of our progress as we try and get promoted to the Wednesday Premier League. Make sure that you follow us on all our various social media handles. We're on Instagram as well as Facebook on Route 1 United. And then obviously we'll be doing weekly episodes of this and clips on TikTok. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so you're always up to date with what's going to be a very, very fun project to sort of track. And smash the like on the video as well. We're also looking to do kit as well quite soon, so let me know if we do, what number I should get on the back. Do I go with the number 9? Do I go with the number 10? What are we thinking? Let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you guys all very, very soon.